You guys got to let me know if the Snoop Dogg edit is getting old, because for me, it's not. Big Deke News. The Steelers recently signed 2 new players on top of all the other new players we signed over the last week or so. Specifically, cornerbacks. The first, Lavert Hill.
Who?
And the second guy we just signed today, Nevelle Clarke.
Who?
And these additions coincide with some subtractions because the Steelers also waived cornerback Isaiah Dunn and put Duke Dawson on the IR. First thing before we discuss the new signings, we're in the clear. At least by one player, because Isaiah Dunn was on the list of dudes that I thought were not going to make the team. So by the Steelers cutting him, we don't have to worry about Isaiah Dunn. Second thing, though, real quick, is Omar Khan even actually making any of these signings at this point? It just feels so much beneath him. Like, he's probably in his office. He calls Wido in and says, "Hey, Andy, do this menial grunt work for me. I don't got time for this bullshit anymore. I'm already thinking about how I'm going to get Aaron Donald from the Rams for free come mid-season." But now on to the new cornerbacks. We got Nevelle Clarke, was with the USFL's New Orleans Breakers these past 2 seasons. And in 2023, had 26 tackles and 2 interceptions. His NFL experience is he's an undrafted rookie free agent from 2020, signed with the Vikings, but was ultimately cut before the season even started. So, actually no NFL experience for Nevelle Clarke. And with Lavert Hill, he was most recently with the XFL's St. Louis Battlehawks. Bounced around the league, or the NFL, as an undrafted rookie free agent, signed with the Chiefs initially, but then was on practice squads and signed with teams like the Eagles, the Cardinals, the Browns, and the 49ers, but actually never played a snap in the league. With the Battlehawks last year, he made the All-XFL team with 2 interceptions and 25 tackles. So I was thinking, just add these guys to the list for the $100 giveaway of the players that aren't going to make the team once the final 53-man roster cuts are made. But I actually feel like one of these 2 guys have a legit chance to make the team just because of how short we are at cornerback right now. With Nevelle Clarke, he looks to be more of a traditional outside corner, 6'1", almost a $190. But with Lavert Hill, he might be a slot specialist, although he was more billed as an outside corner at Michigan and even early in his professional career. He has been getting more experience in the slot and has more of the frame for it. He's around 5'10". So if you look at the Steelers' depth chart, and this is what I was saying earlier with our cornerback room taking a bit of a hit, we got Pat P, Joey Porter Jr., Levi Wallace. Then after that, James Pierre, I feel like he's a lock to make the team. And then with Corey Trice being injured, you got dudes like Madre Harper, Luke Barku, Lavert Hill, Chandon Sullivan, Duke Dawson's on IR, and then also throw Nevelle Clarke into the mix. I don't know if you want to consider Elijah Riley a slot corner or strictly a safety. I'm going to make a pick here. I feel like if there's a guy that has a better chance than the other, it's Lavert Hill over Nevelle Clarke. Because with Lavert Hill, I think he's got a chance to be that slot specialist for us. Be behind Chandon Sullivan on the depth chart. Basically replace Duke Dawson. And I think Dawson had a chance to make this team because he was getting first-team reps in training camp and whatnot. Whereas with Nevelle Clarke, his competition will be like Madre Harper and Luke Barku on that outside, and I feel like those dudes have the upper hand, not only by already being in the system for these last couple months, but I just think being better cornerbacks and better experience up to this point as well. So that's my call. Lavert Hill has a chance, but Nevelle Clarke, add him to the list. You know what, though? Let's have some Big Deke energy, man. Who gives a shit? Putting both dudes' names on the list. So the 6 names is Lavert Hill, Nevelle Clarke, Greg Bell, Trenton Thompson, Forrest Ryan, and Jalen Elliott. So you know the rules. The prize pool, the potential is at least up to $600 for subscribers of the Deke channel. But that's it for this edition of Big Deke News. Let me know your thoughts on these signings and transactions down below in the comments. Stay chilling and go subscribe over to Deke2. I'll drop the link in the description because that's where the Madden 24 content is going. Probably going to be live streaming on Twitch later today. It's like 1 o'clock right now. I'm assuming around 4-ish, around 4. So, yeah, I'll be there. Stay chilling and peace.